So just a few days ago, I was at the store getting a bottle of SEACHEM Prime, but a woman approached me and she asked me, was this stuff actually worth the money? And she had also been told that this can take the place of your water changes. So let's start with the beginning. Is SEACHEM Prime actually worth the money? And I'll answer that simply. I use SEACHEM Prime in this tank. I use it for these little grow outs. I use it in everything in that fish room, and I even use SEACHEM Prime out here in the mini pond. So guys, to sum that one up, I believe yes, SEACHEM Prime is worth the money. I know that there is tons of water conditioners out there on the market. One of the things I love about SEACHEM Prime is it's super concentrated and goes a long way. Even more than SEACHEM Prime, I love SEACHEM Safe, which is literally the powdered form of this minus a few things like the slime coating and stuff like that. But I generally like to use SEACHEM Safe because it's cheaper and goes even further than this does. But every once in a while, as most of us probably do, we just kind of lose track of what we have and we have to go down to the big box store or to your LFS and go get some more stuff, which is why I had to get this. So after I proceeded to give this woman my short spiel about, yeah, I do think SEACHEM Prime is worth the money, and told her that I've been using it forever and I use it in all my tanks, and this is what it does for me. I use it every water change. I use it when I'm doing top offs. I even use a little bit when I'm adding fish. She then said that she brought her water in to get tested and she had very high nitrate levels and was told by the fish person to use this to reduce your nitrates and that it would take the place of doing water changes. So guys, most of you know me pretty well by now, and I am not an advocate of ever saying that somebody's way is wrong. That's just not who I am. That's not who I will ever be. But when she told me this, I literally, my jaw kind of dropped to the floor, and it kind of made me a little bit angry, not on her part, but on the person who told her this, because what that tells me was they were just trying to push a sale of a product. Now, even though this stuff is great, my goodness, why would you tell somebody that that takes the place of a water change? So guys, let me read to you what's actually on the bottle of Prime when it concerns nitrate and nitrite. It, by word, says that it will remove chlorine and chloramine, and it will detoxify ammonia. Also detoxifies nitrite and nitrate. Detoxify. Now, what does that mean? That, depending on who you are, you might interpret things differently. There's nothing wrong with that. That is human nature. But detoxify and remove are two different things. By telling somebody that they can use this in lieu of doing water changes is completely absurd in my opinion. Yeah, it will detoxify it to maybe a level that is not toxic for your fish, but you can't just keep doing that over and over and over again. I mean, going back to day one stuff of fish keeping, guys, how do we remove the toxic things from our aquarium? Through water changes. Our water test kits will tell us when the levels are too high, when it is time to do a water change, so we can remove that from our aquarium. So using a product is not going to remove that for us. That is just going to detoxify it to a level that is not toxic to our fish, but that is only temporary. You still have to do your water change. So I'm honestly so glad that this woman came up to me, and it's because I do not like people being misled just so that a company can make some more money on a product. So guys, is SEACHEM Prime worth the money? In my opinion, absolutely. I've been using SEACHEM Prime for such a long time. It's never let me down. Safe is great too. It's even cheaper and goes a longer way. But I've used other aquarium conditioners that have let me down before, and once I got onto Prime and saw how powerful it was, I just never left. I use it in everything, guys. I even use it in mini pond. And then, can you use a chemical to take the place of your water changes? I'm just gonna be blunt here, guy. I'm gonna say no. Will it get you by for a little while longer? Probably. But that's terrible practice. Don't ever let anybody tell you that a chemical can take the place of your water changes. I mean, water changes are our day one stuff that we accept from the very start that's gonna have to be done. Do your water changes. Nothing ever takes the place. Again, I use Prime for water changes. I use it for top offs, and I even use it when I add fish to the aquarium. Guys, if you found this video at all helpful or just enjoyed it in general, please leave it a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you took something away from the video, and I hope everyone has a safe week.